Hello, everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you.
Oh my god!
Hello everybody, what is up, Prof Toast here, and today we're talking a little bit of GameStop and also my initial thoughts on Assassin's Creed Origins. So I just came across this article today that says apparently GameStop now offering pre-returns of Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm like, wait, sounds a little weird. Why? Why would we need pre-returns? I don't know, let's just go ahead and see what this is all about. So game retailer GameStop announced that Ubisoft's highly anticipated game Assassin's Creed Origins, it would allow customers to pre-order the game but also pre-return as well. This is definitely, don't know where GameStop is going with this, but let's just go in and find out. So the new program gives customers the opportunity to return the game before they play it, saving customers the hassle of taking the game home and just getting disappointed after a few hours. Like, hey, that's messed up, man. I happen to enjoy the Assassin's Creed series. Unity not so much, but the rest were cool. Now they go on to say, here at GameStop we continuously analyze the way our customers buy and play our games. We notice a pattern evolving with the last few installments of the Assassin's Creed series, where the customers will return the game within days or even hours of purchasing it, said GameStop spokesperson Amber Schroeder. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I don't know, I'm horrible with that stuff. During the press conference, laying out the reasoning behind the bold new program, our new pre-return program will streamline the process, allowing gamers to immediately return the game after buying it if they wish to do so, even without actually playing the game. The Assassin's Creed franchise is all about high-flying action, immersive historical storytelling, and formulaic gameplay, with the minor improvements between yearly installments that tricks gamers into thinking that this year will be different for reasons beyond my understanding, continues Schroeder to the press. Plans are already in place to expand the pre-return program to other titles, namely Call of Duty and Madden, who are also for releasing yearly installments and disappointing many fans. Our model here at GameStop is powered to the players, so we believe in giving gamers plenty of options when deciding to stop playing games. With hundreds of titles in stock at each of our 7,000 locations, we're positive that you'll find another game that'll let you down in no time. Possibly even another Assassin's Creed game, Schroeder cheerfully said, while executives from Ubisoft and EA Activision and 2K Sports stood behind her smiling. GameStop promises to customers who take advantage of the program to receive up to 30% off the original game, while Power Up Rewards members will also receive a collectible Assassin's Creed keychain and Knit Beanie, which are also eligible for immediate return. Oh god, this is amazing. GameStop, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know, I'm surprised all the Ubisoft, 2K, and EA Sports people are like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Stop it. Quit it, GameStop. So as you can see, GameStop is clearly trying to innovate and, give more power to the players. But still, so, I don't know, this is definitely amazing because, I don't know, Assassin's Creed has generally gotten decent scores. Actually, this one's gotten really good scores across the map so far. But yeah. Alright, now let's get into some real talk with Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, their older titles like Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Unity, like those other two ones I liked. Unity, I quite honestly didn't really get into. I didn't even finish the game. Which is weird because generally I always finish all the Assassin's Creed games, but I was like, bleh, okay, I don't really care. But then when Assassin's Creed Syndicate came out, for whatever reason, I actually kind of got hooked on that one. That one was actually fun. I actually enjoyed the story. I actually enjoyed going out, exploring, and just doing random stuff. So that was cool. And then they took a year off. I was like, well, I guess that's good because all the games were kind of starting to, bleed into each other. All the controls were the same every single game. So that's why I was really curious because Assassin's Creed Origins looks like it'd be really cool, but I want to think this game will be good. I'm pretty sure it'll be good because they did take a whole freaking year hiatus, so we'll have to see. But then I started seeing the scores, and IGN's given like a 9, others like 4.8, 84%, so I was like, alright, this is very promising. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. And to my delight, this game actually feels a lot more different. It doesn't feel like your standard, Assassin's Creed game. The controls are different, the feel of the game is different. Kind of the way they're started out is definitely different because your main character, Bayek, starts out as just basically being this straight-on killer, and so I was like, whoa, geez, man, is this our main character? I thought the assassin guy is supposed to be kind of like, you know, peaceful, but then I also got to remember this is kind of telling the whole story of how the whole Assassin's organization even started. So some of the features I'm liking about this game is the new and improved battle system, because pretty much through all the Assassin's Creed games it was the same kind of fight controls except slightly tweaked each game. And I was like, that's cool, but after a while you can say, yeah, the same controls will get boring game after game. So for this one, they've actually made the fighting a little bit more different and actually kind of fun, because it's not like before where you can just straight up, you know, like counter, strike, counter, shoot a gun, then boom, you won. This one is kind of like you actually have to lock onto the enemy with your shield up, sitting there having to dodge out of the way, get an opening when his back is turned. And it's actually been fun, let alone the pretty good amount of weapons and different types of weapons. Like the other ones, yeah, you got all the canes and the swords, and they all pretty much do the same thing. But, well, I mean, not the same thing, of course, each did more damage. But this one is definitely more interesting because you can get like heavy weapons, like I got this big ass hammer I got for one of the missions. You can have a sword, which will do more quicker attacks, as a hammer, of course, being a heavy weapon. It takes a little bit longer, but then deals heavy damage. And I love the fact that you don't have to sit there and, once you unlock the skill, you don't have to sit there and actually go into menu, switch your weapon, go back out. You can actually dual wield weapons. Well, not necessarily dual wield, but you can carry two of them, and you can switch it right and fly without having to go to any menus, which is definitely pretty cool. Same thing with the bows, and the bows mechanic is definitely pretty nice, because you can sit there and actually, you know, when you aim at an enemy and stuff, you can sit there and actually see, hey, this is how much damage it's going to do if you hit them here or hit them there, and you can see if it's going to be like a one-shot kill or not. So this game has definitely been quite different, and it's actually really enjoyable, just with the fact I like the amount of space that you have in this one. Like, there's really a lot to explore. It doesn't feel like you're just like confined to a city. I mean, there's like a vast amount of desert, and there's just like, I don't know, there's like caves and mountains and different areas you can explore, and let alone your eagle Semu is actually really cool, because when you're actually trying to hunt down a specific animal for materials, or whether you're trying to find the person you're trying to assassinate, he comes in a lot of handy, because you can actually fly around and get a good lock onto where you're targeting, and that'll set a marker for you. So I do really like the way they integrated that. It's not just some sort of, hey, check it out, you can have your bird, get a bird's eye view, get it? Hey. But yeah, so Semu actually does come in handy a lot with the missions. I do love the fact of the amount of exploration, the amount, it just feels like one big vast open world versus here's a giant city, better climb 50 buildings to get through it. So yeah, so like I said, I haven't finished the game, I've only played for the first bit of it, but so far from what I've played, it's been pretty dang fun. It has not gotten dull yet, and it definitely does not feel like your standard Assassin's Creed, which is one thing I'm actually really liking about this game. So yeah, if you guys are on the fence, you're like, I don't know, man, I kind of got burnt out on the other Assassin's Creed, I would definitely say go ahead and pick this one up, because it's definitely worth it, and you probably definitely have, you know, some fun with the Assassin's Creed series again. And this one was kind of interesting because, like, I was kind of wondering, because they just start you straight off into this Bayek storyline, and first it's going like, so is this have somebody else in Anna's machine? How is this working? Like, is this in their main corporation? Then later on you do actually see the person who's like in there, but the only person the only thing is, I don't know if this person's actually, you know, directly related to Bayek's bloodline, or whether they kind of figured out a way to bypass that and not need to have, you know, an actual ancestor. And apparently they're trying to get into the Asturgo system, or the corporation, thinking of this may be their best shot. So it definitely does line up for some interesting storyline. I am really curious how deep this is going to go, whether it's going to be a big twist at the end. So yeah, definitely pretty fun. Like I said, from the original Assassin's Creed, I kind of gave up on the whole Desmond storyline, because at first, like, I think 3 definitely kind of like, oh shit, that was a big, like, pretty big moment, because he pretty much died. Black Flag, they kind of showed a slight little clip of him carrying out in the body bag. But then after that, it's just kind of like, yep, well, Desmond's gone. We're not going to say a single mention. So far, I've just kind of stopped being like, no, I'm pretty sure the whole Desmond thing's all over. So there's no reason to actually really try to continue hoping that maybe they might mention him. But that stuff is beside. This game has definitely been pretty fun. I can't wait to dive more into it. Probably once, I don't know, that might be a while, maybe too late for review, but once I do get a chance to actually beat the whole game, I probably will give my final thoughts on the game. It will probably definitely be a spoiler review, because even if I somehow manage to beat the game in a weekend, it would still be kind of soon for a spoiler review on the game. But other than that, that's about it. Have you guys gotten Assassin's Creed Origins? If so, are you enjoying it so far? What are your thoughts on it compared to other Assassin's Creed titles? So yeah, that's a bit all I have today. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.